has had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go, set. Flash 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
Lance looks to throw again. Thomas has got it, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we set.
On third down, here's Bigsby. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
8-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance. Now he'll take this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Blue 32. Ready?
Lance going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
4th and goal.
And his kick is good. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Gets around him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. On the slant, here's Collins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stroud. This goes out wide from Nixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
45, right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Drill green.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. Yellow. Hut, hut, hut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lance looking to throw it. He completes it to Hunter. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go. Fight. White. 10 black. Green jack. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Let's go now. Black Oak. Yellow. 43. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown. Brian Thomas. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah.
Joe Mixon, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Go. Red, 38. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Ready, cut.
They'll try again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Here we go. 18.
Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Come on, set. Black, 90 25. Needle blue.
Here's Lance. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stroud from his own end zone. That is caught by Dell. Through the middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Take down, 97 yards. And the Texans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. The extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
60 red. 60 red. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
And Lance now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll try and do this himself. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 40, seal, black. Get him, get him. Cut.
Now Lance. A short throw there to Strange. And he will be out of bounds
a good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. Let's go. 33, yellow. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars have regained the lead.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Nixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
95.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 1 second left in the half. On is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
30, Texans 21.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And Stroud now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Bigsby once more.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Hunter, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Next to score, Jaguars 37, Texans 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank,
now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
this play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 8. Here goes Stroud again. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. 45, wide.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Third and 3.
Wait, what? Let's go. Set.
To throw, it's Lance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Steal. Black 40. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
50. Green. Blaster. 6. Hut.
Lance going to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hey, check mega.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On the quick, right?
Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
58 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Texans 31.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Stroud to throw it.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Set hut. 10 black, claws red. Ready?
Working from the gun. Lance.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready. 33, yellow. Hut.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Black, 95. Set.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And bulldozing his way through.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of you and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go now.
Gabriel going to throw for it. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mixon
into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, okay. 118. That's right.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 130 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going quickly here to Thomas.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Down. 60 red. 6 hut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
On the ready.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
Throwing now is Lance.
Hard throw, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 76 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Texans tried it, and they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready, set.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Ready! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Go! 60 Vices, 60 Vices. Check out.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and it was Trey Lance, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come.